Perfect.
Got it.
Okay.
All right. Hello, everybody. Health coaches Gina and Kristen here with you today. And today we are here to give some tips on healthy, happy hormones. Our favorite topic. I'm going to share my screen, right? Are you ready for me to share?
I'm ready. You go ahead.
All right. Let's hopefully make this work.
I'm excited about this.
Did I get it?
Yes, we are good. Perfect.
All right. So we're talking about our 3-day hormone recovery diet. First of all, we want to thank everybody for being here with us today. We're super excited to talk about this. Resetting hormones is something that so many of us really need to be aware of because so many of us are struggling with hormones, whether it's people going through menopause or too much cortisol going on, which is a huge one that many women mostly, but when many people struggle with. So one of our favorite ways keeping healthy hormones at the forefront is with food. We love food and it's what we always work on. So if you have any questions on anything we present today, you can reach us at support@stopchasingwellness.com or reach out to us on our Facebook or Instagram page at Stop Chasing Wellness. You can find our wellness coaching programs, the book that Kristen and I co-authored, as well as our monthly recipe subscription at our website on stopchasingwellness.com.
Love it.
All right, here we go. So are you tired of struggling with belly bloat and unexplained weight gain and moodiness, crazy hormones? Do you wish you could just wake up every day and feel amazing? The good news is you can. It takes a little bit of work, but we're all more than capable of restoring balance to our bodies and restoring those hormone levels. So simply by changing our diet and our lifestyle, we can work on making these improvements. And we've done this on ourselves. We've done this with family members. We've done it with clients. Women struggle with difficult periods, chronic belly bloating, hair loss, and serious mood swings. We know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
It all changes when we adopt the healthy lifestyle. And as much as we apply this to our own lives, we like sharing this information out as well, because this is information that we should all have been taught all the way through. We're all capable of restoring balance in our life. I said that earlier. You'll probably hear me say it a couple of times throughout this presentation, because we are the CEOs of our own body and we can do this. It takes a little bit of work, but we're more than capable. The first tip we want to work on is changing your mindset. It all starts here. You have to put the work in. We can't just wish our way to hormone recovery. It's how we talk to ourselves. It has a powerful influence over our hormones. And let's go over a quick mindset assessment. What do you believe about your periods? How do you feel about them? Would you be happy if you never had another period again in your life? How frustrated are you with the feelings that you have and the symptoms you have around perimenopause or menopause? How do you feel about your body? Do you feel worthy? What you believe about yourself significantly influences your body's biochemistry. Wow. That's big, right? Who puts that connection together? So the first step in hormone recovery is to change your beliefs about your womanhood, your body image, and your self-worth. Some ways to change your mindset. One of the fastest ways is affirmations. Practice some I am affirmations. I do this when I'm meditating. I do this when I'm relaxing at the gym. They have these awesome massage chairs in there. I always put on affirmations in there and meditations. But one, I'm happy to be a woman. I'm thankful for my monthly periods. And Kristen and I will talk more about that in our ongoing coaching and when we start working with you one-on-one or even in group settings, why we're thankful for our periods. No, people, I know if you're watching, if you're listening, you're like, She out of her mind, but there's a lot that comes along with that period. So that we need to be thankful for that. And I'm thankful for this time in my life. If the notion of being thankful for your monthly periods made you giggle or flip me off, remember without estrogen, we wouldn't have our breasts, we wouldn't have our curves, and we wouldn't have our killer butts. Estrogen is what makes us a woman.
That's a hard sell. I'm thankful for my period, but there's reasons for it to make it better.
I mean, that's what makes us women, right? We want our curves, we want our shape, we don't want to be, we want that. So there's more that comes to it than just our shape. So anyway, we want to put the brakes on stress, right? Stress messes up the hormones. It undoubtedly. Stress and happy hormones cannot coexist. During times of prolonged stress, your body's cortisol levels rise, and high levels of cortisol will rob you of precious progesterone and set you up for estrogen dominance. Estrogen dominance can be painful or heavy periods, bloating, breast pain, moodiness, and feeling like you want to slap someone. Feelings are all courtesy of estrogen dominance. So when we talk about those periods and whatnot, yeah, we want those things because they're good for our body. But when our hormones are out of balance, that's when we don't like having them. That's what we need to focus on. We can change this. We can make these changes. If you're going to recover your hormone bliss, consider how you can manage your stress, real and perceived. Our favorite ways to reduce the stress is yoga, meditation, breath work, doing things you love. And here's two that are really, really important. Knowing when to say no. No is a complete sentence, right? Know when to say no.
Yeah.
And stop spending time with toxic people. You don't have to spend time with toxic people. Everybody has their place in our lives, right? Some of them are real close in the inner circle, and some are out there. Keep the toxic ones out there. They don't affect us. They can't affect us. And of course, to reap the benefits, you have to believe in these things and you have to do them regularly. It's a practice.
Yes. I think this is where I pick up.
Yep.
Do you want to just leave your screen up and I'll just read, I'll go from here and you can fast forward for me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right.
Since I'm so good at this.
Love the things that you shared. And I really, when I listen to you say that stuff, I'm like, these are the things I wish I had known when I was younger. And now that we're coaching and we're learning so much more. And I'm like, I just wish I knew these things before, because yeah, when you say be grateful for your period, I probably would have laughed at you 20 years ago, but I'm like, yes, it could have been better if we knew some of the things that we know now. So like my grandmother used to say, too soon we get old, too late we get smart. And reducing our exposure to toxins has a really big part in how our bodies, how our hormones are, and how our bodies go through those monthly cycles. So toxins are endocrine disrupting chemicals. So these affect the health of your hormones. So our environment, the environment that we live in, is loaded with toxins and chemicals, and they wreak havoc for our bodies and our hormones. So if you're not familiar with the endocrine system, what you need to know is that your ovaries are part of that whole system. And so are your adrenal glands and your thyroid. And chemicals can cause dysfunction in the ovaries, such as polycystic ovarian syndrome and infertility. So we're all just exposed to them in everything that we do. And a lot of our beauty care products and the things that we clean our house with, and our drinking water, the foods that we eat, the environment, like the air we breathe, everything that we're doing is just subjecting our bodies to these chemicals. So you can't really eliminate it, but you can significantly reduce it. You can do things to help your body shed those toxins and overcome that. So one of the, I mean, as women, we use a lot of products. One of the things that we can do is just kind of rethink what we're using. So there are things like, the things that can harm us are things that are found in antiperspirants and like our skincare items and our nail polish, our hairspray, even tampons. things that we wash our dishes and our laundry with, and the lotions and all the makeup and shampoo and stuff that we put on our bodies, those contain aluminum chips and things that can, this is heavy metals exposures can lead to not only hormone disruptors, but I mean, our exposures to heavy metals can lead to autoimmune conditions. And this what phthalates found in our skincare items and perfumes and nail polish and hairsprays, and the furans and dioxins and chemical solvents that we're washing our dishes with, our laundry care items, that stuff's on our laundry and it's absorbed in through our skin. And the same with parabens that are in our lotions and makeups. Like, you put that stuff on your skin and your skin's absorbing it within seconds. So the best thing we can do is be aware of what those are and just find other alternatives, because we still have to clean our homes, we still have to wash our laundry, we're still going to put on makeup. So just finding other options that are cleaner will help reduce that toxic load. So here are some brands that we've recommended, like Lola and Honest, Honest brand for tampons. I wish I had known about this when I was younger. There's brands like Schmidt's and Tom's of Maine that have deodorant that's free of aluminum. And then Ilia is a non-toxic makeup option, 7th generation. And these are readily available products. You can find, I think 7th generation, you can find this even at Target and Walmart. They have non-toxic household cleaners, things that you can wash your dishes in your laundry with. Norwex is something I love to clean my house with personally. It's just these microfiber infused, or these silver infused microfiber cloths you just wet and you wipe, and they remove over 99% of bacteria. So you don't have to spray chemicals on your surfaces before you're wiping it off and getting exposed to that. Young Living is an essential oils company that makes a blend called Thieves that you can, I think they make it pre-made Thieves, right, in the spray bottle, but you can also buy the oil and just mix it with water, put it in a spray bottle and use that to clean your kitchen counters and your surfaces. And then just using good old-fashioned baking soda and distilled white vinegar to do some household cleaning, which is a great non-toxic way to clean. So just being aware of some of those other alternatives is a great way to reduce your exposure to toxins. And another way is we have to heal the microbiome in our guts, because we know that all disease starts in the gut, and what happens inside that microbiome is so important to our hormonal balance. So Gina and I have a really great chapter in the book that we wrote called Stop Chasing Wellness, Create It, that talks about the microbiome. There are entire books written on this topic alone. There's so much to learn, but the important takeaway here is that the gut controls everything, including your hormones. So in the gut, your body makes 3 main types of estrogen: is estriol, estradiol, and estrone. And your reproductive system produces these estrogens, but they're generated in the gut microbiome as well. So when you're not taking care of your gut, this is throwing your hormonal balance off schedule, because that starts in the gut. Stress has a lot to do with that too, in the gut. So there are things that you can do to improve your gut microbiome and then also improve your hormonal health. So one thing that we recommend is taking a good quality probiotic each day. And we like the Garden of Life brand. And also, I think the best way to get good, healthy, to help rebuild that gut bacteria in the gut is eating cultured vegetables like pickles and sauerkraut and beets. And you want to look for the pickles and sauerkraut that come in the jar with that cloudy brine in there, because that's that good bacteria that's going to help feed the good bacteria and keep the bad guys under control. You can drink probiotic drinks like Kavita or kombucha, bone broth like chicken or beef bone broth. If you can make your own, that's even better. And I love to encourage people to do as much as they can to get that fermented food in their diet, even more so than taking a probiotic, because I think our bodies assimilate that good bacteria from food better than any probiotic. But a probiotic is a good, I think, like a second line of defense. And then reducing foods that are high in lectins, like seeds and nuts and beans and grains. And while these are really good foods, eating them in high quantities might not necessarily be good for your gut bacteria. So just eating those things in moderation would be a better idea. And then antacids, can really kill, they wreak havoc on your gut bacteria. So eliminating the need for antacids by increasing your intake of alkalizing foods. And we find that in our like leafy green vegetables, sea vegetables, kale and broccoli, and anything that's green is pretty much very alkalizing to the system. And we want to really avoid taking antibiotics if at all possible. Sometimes when you're sick, it's unavoidable, but part of building a healthy microbiome in your gut means that you're keeping your immune system really healthy, and that will decrease the need that you have to take antibiotics. So it's all part of this big cycle. So feeding those good bacteria in the gut keeps you away from the need of taking antibiotics. So some other hormone healthy foods that you can eat. Our body needs healthy fat to produce hormones. So we love using coconut oil for cooking. Sometimes I'll just put like a teaspoon or so in a smoothie, even when I'm making my smoothie. Eating foods like shrimp. Your breasts and your thyroid glands need iodine, and shrimp is a great source of iodine. And kale and Brussels sprouts. This family of foods, the sulfuric foods, they offer a unique compound. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that word, but DIM supports the healthy estrogen metabolism, and it prevents estrogen dominance. So eating kale and Brussels sprouts as part of your normal, like I eat kale almost every day. I put it in a smoothie, which is the easiest way to get it. I grow it on my tower garden, put it in salads. It's such a great way to keep that estrogen in balance. And then flaxseed is high in omega-3s, which our body needs those omegas to help with hormone production. And we love Juice Plus, not only because it is a great way to get those vegetables in, like those alkalizing vegetables, just the nutrition from all that, but Juice Plus has an omega blend, which can also help that getting those omegas in is a great way to keep the hormones in balance. So Gina and I love our Juice Plus. We'd love to share more about that with you if you're interested, but this is it's like the easy button to get all the good things in that our bodies need for healthy hormones. So we want you to focus on reducing the foods that create inflammation, and inflammation is the root of disease. Get rid of the processed foods. There's really no nutritional benefit in those. They just take up room in your diet. You don't need them. So they're not playing a role in helping your hormones. So reduce your need for processed foods. We love pseudograin. It's called, so quinoa is actually a seed, and it's also a superfood for hormone health. And it helps keep your androgen levels even, which is keeping that testosterone in balance for us females. So we want to use healthy sugars like raw honey and real maple syrup, molasses, and dates for something sweet. You want to keep that blood sugar balanced, and alcohol goes hand in hand with that too. Alcohol increases your blood sugar and can also throw the estrogen out of whack. So keeping your sugar in balance and your alcohol in check play a role in keeping your estrogen healthy, and keeping the coffee consumption under control. I always tell people, like, maybe just 1 cup in the morning, and then when you're reaching for coffee the rest of the day, you want to keep an eye on that. And there are other alternatives. If you want to try something like the chaga mushroom coffee or dandelion tea, you can find those at more of your like health food stores will have those if you want to try to eliminate the need for coffee altogether, if you feel like that's something that's interfering. So, and we want, just going back to pointing out the about quinoa, some people just don't feel amazing even when they eat any grain, even like quinoa. So we recommend using a food diary. So even something like on our 3-day hormone recovery diet plan, we encourage people to do food journaling and keep a food diary after every meal that you eat, because it helps you understand if you have any reaction to foods that would be best if left eliminated, because a food intolerance can also contribute to a hormonal imbalance. All right, we've reached the end. Well, we're really excited that you guys were here with us today. And this was a little bit of some of the stuff, a little bit of a sneak peek into some of the things that we teach and offer support for during our 3-day hormone recovery diet. And that is now available on our stopchasingwellness.com website, where it's only $39. You have our full support through the whole process of that whenever you decide to start and stop. It's up to you. So you can also find out more about that on Facebook and Instagram at Stop Chasing Wellness. And again, go back to our website and check out the other offerings that we have in addition to the 3-day hormone recovery diet. We also have a monthly recipe subscription program. It's only $9 a month. And every month you get this amazing recipe book sent to you by email. We've got 4 weekly different meal plan suggestions and pantry lists and a food diary. It's all part of that subscription. And then also just reach out to us also through our Stop Chasing. You can go to support@stopchasingwellness.com. If you have any questions about anything that we presented today or about the monthly recipe subscription, or if you would just like to just chat with Gina or I on a complimentary consultation, and we can help figure out how we can help you in a more customized way that might be more supportive to you. So thank you for joining us today. Do you have anything, Gina? Are you good?
No, I think I'm good. We covered it.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.